Will said it from the beginning, bro. And I don't care what nobody says. I know who it is because I know who was the most knowledgeable person and person who had the most experience at Steel City. That person was Will Kinsler. And they was kind of kissing his ass because everybody was new to gaming. So Will came in
Yeah.
flexing his muscle with 19 years in gaming. I've been in gaming for 19, and those people were new. So there was pretty much, he worked for some big companies, but he was a babysitter. The same
Yep.
job Jay Shep has, that's what Will did his whole career. He
Yep.
only got his just due when he got with Steel City, which was a baby company that he could take advantage of. That's what he did from a grown man perspective, a grown man with grown kids perspective. And that's why a lot of the people in the Discord don't resonate with me because they're not grown men. They're children. They're teenagers behind a microphone talking, have no experience at life. So they're going to look at Will different than how I look at him. We are equals when I look at Will. I'm not no respectable child. He's not my father. I beat Will the fuck up. But you have to respect him because you're a kid. You're a child. You're fucking 21. I'm the same age as Will. So he can't talk to me like that. I'm not going to allow him to talk to me like a child. And I know more than him. And I can kick his ass. And we talking about a game of ass kicking. So they could have took the clinching system from UFC. They could have took the clinching system from WWE 2K wrestling game. Wrestling is in wrestling, the game. To take it out, you want a fighting game. Because once you remove the nuances of boxing, now you got a fighting game. A 2D fighting game with manipulation of a 3D background. Gives the gamer unlimited run space. It doesn't work because in a rectangle world, rectangle, square box, rectangle, there's a wall. So you can only move from left to right in a fighting game. So you got to fight. And fighting games are action-packed. So gamers used to that, but then you slow it down in a boxing game when boxing is action-packed. So now you look like you're in a 3D world, but you're really fighting in a 2D world. Now you're giving the back foot fighter all the advantage because now he can run around. And then it's competitive, not fun. Everybody be telling me it's not fun. No, it's only not fun when you're losing. Boxing is competitive. And that's what ESBC Boxing Club was. That's why Will changed it to Undisputed because he could not keep up with keeping the science because he don't know the science. So he brought the game into his genre so he can have opinions. Because if it would have stayed ESBC Boxing Club and Sim, he didn't have that much to offer. But with a make-believe game, he could just use his imagination. You know, I think it would be fun if we just put diagonal dodge in there and Tyson Fury is ducking down, sliding on sides like he's Pernell Whitaker. I think it'd be fun. Go ahead.
Beast, could we say that the whole box, like the authentic boxing gameplay, what we're seeing right now is basically it's Will's vision of what he watches on TV?
Exactly. He's the same thing as Aramis. He's the same thing as any other casual fan. And he just like Aramis won't just listen. Every man has an ego, like we talked about today, and they have pride. I got fucking 31-year-old fucking son. I fucking know human beings. I've raised them any goddamn way. So even they'll have, I can tell my son, don't do this, don't do that. He go, I'm a man, Dad. And then when he fuck up, he come to me crying. That's a male. He gonna do that. He gonna do what he want to do, and he not gonna back down, even though if he know he wrong. He's still, and Will's the same way. He's the same way. He's a man, and he cares about that check. Have y'all ever looked up how much his position gets paid? He gets paid over $250,000 a year, and he gets a percentage of the diagonal dodge. He gets a percentage of every implemented idea that he put in that game. He gets a percentage of it, and that's what y'all not thinking about. He don't give a fuck about no boxing. He give a fuck about a check.
I feel like he had to change the game to stay a part of the company, because before he was hired, the game was ready to launch in 2021, and it was going to be on like the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. But then when he got hired, it got delayed to early access was 2023, 2022.
That's right.
So you know,
if you
that's
go,
kind
let
of
me tell you this, Leafy. Let me tell you this.
been a warning sign.
If you go, I'm trying to download TalkShoe to my PC where I can share a video with you. Oh, this is gonna piss you off. And I just saw it yesterday. First of all, me and Pax, I was looking at it and I saw the corkscrew punch. The corkscrew punch was in the beta. A lot of people don't even know what a corkscrew punch is, but it was in the game. Every boxing move was in the game. So Todd Grisham, I threw a combination, and Todd Grisham said, good combination. Let me ask you this, Leafy and Aramis. When the last time you heard Todd Grisham say good combination?
I don't think I've really ever heard him use that phrase. Like,
say again?
As of recently.
No,
I don't think I've really heard him use that phrase.
When have you, exactly, Aramis, when have you heard Todd Grisham say, when you throw the combination, right after you throw it, he says, good combination?
I've never heard him say that before, honestly.
I can play something for you right now where he says it on the beta after I threw the combination. He said, good combination. It's not only that the game is thrown off, the coding for Todd Grisham's voice is off. How often you say, that's a one-hitter quitter, that's a one-punch knockout, and it's a flash knockdown. It's all off. How many times you've seen a body shot animation hit the person, one-punch knockout, and the person is laying on their face? That's not the correct animation for a body shot knockout. But on the beta, when you knock somebody out with a body shot, he stood to the ground and held his side, and the fight was over. He wasn't on his face. These are the things y'all don't see.
Why did they get rid of that, man? Because the whole time
they didn't get rid of it. Once Will started, listen. Let me explain it this way. If you have a column from 1 to 10, and this column has A, B, C, all the way to 10. So when Will came in, he started putting X by 1, Z by 2, and start changing the code, and that threw it off. This is how I know people in the studio don't know boxing, because they would have seen it right off. They're just doing what they're told. That don't even make sense. If they knew boxing, they would have been fired, Will. That's how I know they don't know boxing. Because what I'm saying right now, they don't even realize it's happening. So when Will got there, was already a finished product. He had no, just like Leafy just said, he had no input, so he had to scratch it and create his own thing on top of an already made thing. Listen to the commentation by Todd Grisham. It don't even match the fights. It don't even match. The punches don't match. Why do you think sometimes you get a knockdown, the man will just be standing there? You ever seen that? You get a flash knockdown and he'll still be standing there.
Yeah.
It's not a glitch.
And the crazy part is the technology is there for everything to sync up and be accurate, but they're taking shortcuts. They're not
taking shortcuts. From a gaming perspective, they're not taking shortcuts. And this is why I say, and I hope you don't get butthurt about it, because it's your only weakness. You know more about boxing than me. Poe is way more decorated than me. I only had 10 amateur fights. And I had 5 martial arts fights when I was 8 and 9. So I started in combat sports as a kid. And only switched over because black kids made fun of me and called me the Karate Kid. So I wanted to be accepted by my peers. So I stopped doing karate. So I went to boxing. So I can be respected by other black. But as far as boxing goes, he's the most decorated person on this channel. But when it comes to elite gaming and boxing, I am.
Yeah.
But when it comes to just the pugilistic sport, period, Poe is. So the only weakness that Poe has is he don't play, and he don't play at a high level. So when he can't see certain, but if he did, he'll be angry. He'll be more angry. He tells me all the time, I don't do it because
Yep.
BC will make me mad. It'll piss me off. It'll piss me off. And it would. I'm sure if he said that how he is in his character, it would piss him off because this is real fucked up. Will is single-handedly, because of his ego, destroying this game. He has all the say-so. Who do you think put that event together? Will did. He put it together.
That's something he expert at.
He's an expert at that. He's an expert at gathering people together and singing Kumbaya. And he gets the right audience to do it. He gets a bunch of casuals. Anybody he feels that he can manipulate, he lets them join the team. Does JMMA know boxing? He don't even respect boxing. Let me tell you why a lot of MMA guys came to Undisputed or ESBC Boxing Club, because they was afraid that ESBC was going to beat their game. That's why they came.
That's what I heard from developers too.
That's why they came. Because watch this. You don't see boxing fans going to UFC, and we don't go over there critiquing in their discords. We don't even go over there.
Exactly.
But they come to us, and they come and start putting. Look at what Daniel Cormier said. Daniel Cormier said, I stepped in the boxing ring, and I was boxing with real boxing. He hit me with a jab. I swear to God, it felt like a right hand. Daniel Cormier said that boxing is light years away from UFC boxing. Light years. So that should tell y'all something.